the Ohio State Buckeyes, and they have hired Ross Bjork to be their athletic director. Now, I don't know that y'all get as excited about athletic director hires as I get excited about athletic director hires, but I gotta go in on my guy Ross here, and by that I mean I gotta build him up. All right, my man hails from, by God, Dodge City, Kansas. That's one. Here's two. My guy graduated from Emporia State in Emporia, Kansas. I got to tell y'all, Emporia State's up there with Independence and Last Chance U, okay? I got a scholarship offer to run track at Emporia State. I did not take it, okay? The population of Emporia, Kansas is, checked on the note, big enough to whip your ass. Like, it's like that. He country like you read about, which is another way of saying he understands what the get down is. He understands what land-grant universities are about, okay? He understands what the agricultural and mechanical engineering is about, okay? It's a man who's on the 2017 Emporia State Distinguished Alumni list, along with an El Dorado Public Schools superintendent and a professor of accounting at Kansas Agricultural and Applied Sciences, a.k.a. the land-grant free state, Kansas State. Ross's country, okay? Before Ross was at Texas A&M, Ross was at Ole Miss, okay? Ross done time in Western Kentucky. And Ross acts like, yeah, I came out of Emporia. I know what time it is. So when he got to Ole Miss, Hugh Freeze didn't do much for him in that, hey, he's not going to give me the willies. We won a bunch of football games, didn't we? Forget that one-year bowl ban. Forget the man that can't remember to use a burner phone, okay? He jumped from that job to A&M. What did he do at A&M? He extended Jimbo Fisher. And then, as a last act, he fired Jimbo Fisher. And he left A&M with the bill because he understands they don't give a damn about no money. It's a man who fired him because he said, we've stuck in neutral. He said that last month. He said that in November, not last month. He said that in November. And in January, he's the new AD at Ohio State after hiring the head coach at A&M and Mike Elko. Okay, I'm just saying, Ross is the kind of dude that you can't tell nothing. And as a man that you can't tell nothing, I respect it. So he's going to show up to Ohio State understanding what it means to be the athletic director at the Ohio State University, because he held a grudge against Texas as AD and A&M. We are never going to schedule them in a non-con, ever. One of my favorite rivalries because they absolutely hate each other. And now that they're going to have to play each other for the first time in over a decade, he's bounced all the way up to Ohio State where he understands what the Buckeye fans understand. We hate Michigan. Anything and everything we can do to beat the public Ivy school up north. Okay? It says state in the name, and he's going to ride with that. I love me some Ross Bjork here. I also think that this is very interesting in as far as if you want a guy who is going to have the fans' pulse of what the head coach is or isn't, Ross is your guy. Ross is not going to stand on ceremony if he thinks that most of the donors and most of the fans are out on the head coach. He ain't the guy to go to bat for his guy, okay? He is the guy to say, hey, here's about winning football games. It's about winning at a high level. Can you do that? Because if you're not, I'm going to go get somebody else. Might not be somebody else that can do it. See Jimbo Fisher. But I'm going to go get somebody else. Now, that said, I think Ryan Day's in a great spot, but I've thought that Ryan Day's in a great spot for the last 5 years. 7 years. Goodness me. Honestly, we're going back. I'm really looking at this and I'm asking, what does Ryan Day have to do to convince Ohio State fans, and by association, Ross Bjork, that he is the guy to lead them not just in 2024, but 2025, 2026, until such a time as he wants to get up and lead? He's going to have to beat Michigan. That's it. He beats Michigan, it will buy him 2025. He loses to Michigan, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be real tough because nobody holds a grudge about losing to that football team like Ohio State fans hold a grudge to losing to that football team, especially with Michigan having won the Big Ten title 3 times in a row and now having won a national championship. Okay? You're going to look around and go, hey, Ryan, what's give, dog? We got beat by Missouri in the Cotton Bowl. What were we doing here? To which I'm going to get into a little bit later on just what he's got returning. But I think it's important to say that Ross Bjork hiring at Ohio State really means more to Ryan Day than it does to us, because this is a new dude that you got to convince. It's a guy who's seen you from afar. It's a guy who's probably very much familiar with your work, and it's probably a guy that really wants you to succeed because he understands what I understand. You're a winner. You know how to win football games. It's that record against Michigan that you got to get fixed. And I hate to say that you have to start building your football team around one game, but that's what it's become at Ohio State. You got to build your football team around that one game to end the season in November. Come hell or high water, you got to win, okay? If you like what you've seen, consider subscribing to the #1 college football show on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcast.